thought it said cardio and I was like, can't relate. Hello everybody and welcome to my channel, or welcome for the very first time. If it is your very first time here, please go ahead and think about subscribing. It would really mean the absolute world to me. Today we're going to be doing an Ipsy unbagging, and first of all, I just want to say that this video is dedicated to all of you beautiful angels out there that suggested I get a magic eraser and erase all of the stains on my chalkboard. It worked beautifully. Did I remove some of the paint with the eraser? Yes, but it is okay because those stains are finally gone. Anyway, so today we are going to be doing an Ipsy unbagging, and this is going to be a little bit different than what I typically do every single month, which is a triple Ipsy unbagging where I compare 3 different Ipsys. I figure that I'm gonna go ahead and unbag this bag here and try it on with you guys because those videos get very, very long, and I know not all of you want to listen to like a 25-minute rambling video from me, so today we're just going to do a single Ipsy unbagging and I'm going to try it on. The bag I'm going to be trying on today is my regular bag. I've had this bag for almost 2 years now, so today let's go ahead and jump on into this Ipsy unbagging. Of course, there will be timestamps below in the description because I talk far too much. So this is the bag for the month of May, and it's a little bit different than I was expecting. I did see this bag online and I was thinking that this was going to be a more like tan looking color, but it's fairly yellow, and then on the back we have kind of like a salmon color with a little Ipsy down here. Alrighty, I'm gonna go ahead and reach in and pull out the first thing, which is wrapped up in plastic, and it is a tiny little sponge. Alrighty, so this tiny little sponge here is from SL Miss Glam. It is a very cute little pink color. It is quite smushy, but a little bit stiff as well. I'm hoping when we put it in water, it'll like expand and be less stiff. Alrighty, reaching back in, here is a little box, and this is from Nomad. This is the La Habana Cohiba. And of course, I'm incredibly sorry if I have said that wrong. I say many things wrong, so very, very sorry, but this is an eyeshadow. Ooh, very exciting. It's supposed to be smooth, rich, and super pigmented. So the little eyeshadow comes in this adorable little pod here, and inside we have a very pretty looking like bronzy golden eyeshadow. I'll go ahead and get a swatch for you guys to see if it is super pigmented. I don't know why I smelled it. I don't know. I'm not sure. I can't answer that question for you. Alrighty, so there it is swatched on the back of the hand. It does look really pretty, very like bronzy looking. I think this is also pretty on target with the profile that I set up for my bag. It's very neutral, very wearable, so far I like this. Alrighty, next up in here we have something from Tarte. Ooh, very fun. This is the Smooth Operator Amazonian Clay Finishing Powder. Smooth Operator. It also doesn't want to come out of its little home. Alright, so here is the powder on the back of my hand. It does turn very, very translucent, at least on my super pale skin, and it feels very, very soft. I really hope this works out well and doesn't have like bad flashback or anything. I am graduating in like 3 days or something like that, and they are going to be taking flash photography, and I don't want to have like a flashback Mary situation. I don't want to look like some specter floating around the auditorium with my black cloak on and my white face. Alrighty, next up in here we have something from NYX, and this is the Soft Matte Lip Cream in the shade... Oh, I thought it said cardio, and I was like, can't relate. But this is in the shade Cairo. This is super duper light, and I can kind of see this giving me that lovely like early 2000s foundation lip. So I'm a little bit concerned. Okay, here it is swatched, and I definitely think it's gonna wash me out just a bit. I will try it on just to see how it looks, but this looks not like a shade that I would typically ever wear. Alrighty, last up in here we have something that looks like a black eyeliner. Surprise, surprise. Oh, okay, it is not a black eyeliner. This is actually a brow definer in the shade Taupe Tom. This is from the brand Sugar, and I'll go ahead and get in here so you can see what the color looks like. Alright, so on one side we have a little spoolie, and then on the other side here we actually have our pencil. When it said that it was in the shade Taupe Tom, I was picturing a very like light color, but it is not. I'm wondering if mine is a touch dried out because I'm kind of scratching into my skin here and not too much is happening. I'm hoping the like heat of my skin will actually make this work, but it's not really doing it right now. Alright, so here it is on the back of my hand, and it looks like it's done something, but I really had to like scratch and dig into my skin to even get these little lines here, and they kind of balled up a little bit, so I'm thinking mine might have unfortunately been dried out at some point, so that's a little bit disappointing. Right now, I am just a little bit concerned about this bag. I do like the eyeshadow, I like the translucent setting powder, but these two items here are of a bit of a concern for me. However, I do think this color palette definitely fits in with like the colors I requested for this bag, so that is something. Alright guys, so I'm going to quickly go wet my little sponge here, and then we can just jump on into a really quick try on portion, and we'll see how this looks in the end. Okie dokie guys, I went ahead and got my sponge wet. It did grow a little bit in size, not like too much, and it is a bit less firm now. Alright, the first thing I'm going to do is prime my face with this OFRA Cool as a Cucumber Moisturizing Primer. And I have a lot of dry skin going on right now, so hopefully this will help out. I did receive this free for review from OFRA. Ooh, it definitely smells like cucumber, but like a salty cucumber. Now I'm going to take the little SL Miss Glam sponge that I just got in my bag with my favorite foundation here. This is the Estee Lauder Double Wear in the shade 1-in-1 Ivory Nude. I also received this free from review from Estee Lauder. Ooh, okay. Right away, I can tell that I'm not getting great coverage. I feel like a lot of it has already sunk into the sponge. If you guys can see there, it's super dark with foundation. So far, I'm not a huge fan, unfortunately. Let me go ahead and use this sponge here. This is from Ricky's New York. I'm not sure if you guys can see, but the coverage is just much more even and full with a different sponge, so that's a little bit sad. Well, foundation is on, and I happen to have gotten it all over my dress. That's what I get for wearing something besides a 50-cent sweatshirt on this channel. I am a mess, and I know I'm a mess, so I never should have worn a dress or anything halfway decent while putting on makeup. Anywho, next up I'm going to try out this Tarte powder, and it seems like it's quite difficult to get out of its little holes here, so we'll see how this goes. Oh dear, look at that cloud. Alright, so I've just shaken some out onto my little, oh wait, this is my bronzing brush. Alrighty, so I'm going to take this fluffy brush here and dip in and just kind of set my face with this powder. Alright, I'm really quickly going to go ahead and bronze up a little bit because I'm looking a little too similar to my picture back here. I'm going to use this Polidorf bronzer, which I've already hit pan on. Alright, so I went ahead and put on some highlight. I use the Anastasia Beverly Hills highlight. I also put on some OFRA blush. This is in the shade Bellini. I received this review from OFRA as well. And now I'm going to try to use this completely dried out stick to do my brows. So this should be interesting. Hopefully I don't rip out all of my hairs by the end of it. This brow already has a bit of brow product in it because I did not shower today. So it's still in there just a little bit. This one looks crazy as always. This brow has just gone off the rails. I gotta get in real close to the mirror. This is serious business. You know, I actually think it's working a little bit better than it did on the back of my hand. I guess having like the actual brow hairs to grip onto is helping it out. Alright, so there are the brows. Not exactly as bad as I thought they would be, but I can't get as like precise as I would want them to be. It rounded out fairly quickly, so to try to get like little hair details was kind of hard. I thought I was going to like have to gouge in there to get anything out, but it wasn't that bad. Now let's go ahead and try on some of this Nomad eyeshadow. I think I'm going to prep my lids with a little bit of concealer to see how that works. Alrighty, and just with my finger here, I'm gonna go ahead and tap this onto it. Maybe the concealer was not a good idea. I feel like it's kind of just like sinking down into it. I might have made an oopsie. Let's just see if we can layer it up real nice. Alright, I'm going to blend this up with a brush. I like using as few colors as possible on my eyes because of laziness, to be honest. Alright, on this side, I'm going to try it without the concealer to see if there is any difference. Maybe that's just what it looks like because it's kind of looking the exact same on this eye. Alrighty guys, I went ahead and put on some mascara and eyeliner. I think the eyeshadow is okay and it's probably my favorite product out of the entire little bag here. Now I'm going to go ahead and try on what I'm most terrified for is the lip product. Alrighty, here it goes. Ooh, ooh, ooh. This really accentuates the dryness of my lips quite nicely. Alrighty guys, so here it is on, and yeah, I no longer have lips. They no longer exist. However, if I ever wanted to go like super nude, this would probably be my color because it just blends completely into my skin tone. So here is everything. I'm not a huge fan of how everything turned out. I like the eyeshadow, I think it's pretty. Everything else I'm just a little not sure about. On camera, I think like the lips and stuff look much better than they do in real life, or at least to me. So that is everything I have for you guys today. If you want to see like the second part of this video where I unbag 2 extra bags and then try on a different look using those 2 different bags with completely different profiles to see what kind of look I can come up with and see how it compares to this one here, then go ahead and subscribe and watch out for that video. So yeah, that is all I have for you guys today. Thank you so very much for watching. I love you guys so very much, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!